Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to give you a little tutorial about how to properly tie your skates. Now if you know how to tie your shoes, you might just think it's exact same, but there are some special differences between your shoes and your skates. So let's get started. The first thing that I want to be clear about is that when you're wearing skates, you need to have tall socks underneath. If you have short socks that don't cover all your leg up above the top of the boot, then your skin is going to rub against your skate and you're going to end up with blisters and just rubbed areas, and it's going to be really uncomfortable. So we want to start out with a pair of tall socks. You also don't want a pair of very thick socks or really socks with a lot of texture to them. You want them as smooth as possible. A lot of skaters actually skate in nylons. I wear a little pair of skate socks like this. I picked them up at my local pro shop. They're great. They're really thin. They're also kind of warm and comparably warm, but they're also super smooth and they can be stretched. Look how stretchy. Oh my goodness. I could get them all the way up over my knee probably. I don't know why I would need to do that, but I probably could. Super, 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 super stretchy. So having smooth socks, something without a lot of texture and something that's not very thick, is gonna prevent you from having hot spots, which causes blisters. This is the first thing you want, a good pair of tall, smooth socks. Now that we've got the sock situation sorted out, we can move on to the actual tying process. Let's go. Once you have your foot in your skate boot, you're going to knock your heel down against the ground a couple of times. This is going to make sure your heel is securely into the heel pocket of your skate while you're tying, and will help prevent it from lifting and moving around while you're out on the ice. Next, you're going to take hold of the tongue and pull it up towards you to make sure that none of it is bunched up towards the toe. Now here comes the most important section. You're going to start down by the toe and pull each section of lace up towards you. Not so tight that your foot falls asleep, but tight enough so that your foot is very secure and doesn't move around in your boot. It's very important that the laces at the bend of the ankle are the most secure. These are going to stabilize your ankle and also keep your heel down in that heel pocket. When you get to the section on the ankle where the hooks are, you're going to pull tight across so that your ankle is snug. You're going to lift those laces up and swing them around and under the hook. I know this isn't how we normally do these in other shoes, but for skates, having this motion go around the hook and under kind of locks the lace in around these hooks. To use up extra lace length, we're going to continue this process down the hooks until there's just enough lace left to make a nice tie. We're then going to take the loops, hook them around the last two hooks on our boot, and pull the ends for a snug, secure tie. Securing the loops around these hooks prevents us from ever tripping by sticking our blade in one of these loops. Once our skates are tied, we can then pull our tights or pants down over the top to additionally secure this tie, and then we're good to go. Now, if you're having a hard time pulling back on your laces hard enough to get a good secure tie, I do have a solution for you. I discovered this years ago. I used to get really sore on the edge of my pinky and here on the edge of my pointer. In fact, they used to crack. I'd pull so hard, my skin would crack here, and it became very difficult for a while to be able to get my skates tied properly. And so I discovered this little tool. This little guy is called a lace hook or a skate hook. Okay, it's just a little metal piece with a little hook on the end there. And what you do is you use this hook to pull back on the lace. So you could put your fingers around the top and pull on the lace so that your fingers don't get so sore from the friction of the laces there. Let me show you how this tool works. So this is really easy to use. You're going to start near the toes again. You're going to take a cross section of laces, so you get two laces at a time. You're going to pull up in the middle. Then you're going to move up to the next section, get a cross section again, so you have two laces, one from each side,
And again, you're going to pull up towards you.
So it might take a little bit of getting used to using this tool, but I found it extremely helpful and it really saved my fingers. So if you're struggling with sore fingers after tying your skates, try getting one of these tools and give it a try for a while and see if you can get used to it, and it really saves your fingers in the long run. I can get this in my local pro shop, but if you aren't near a pro shop or your pro shop doesn't carry it, I will try and find a link for you and put it down below so you can pick one of these up.
Now you may have a pair of skates that has a hook on the tongue as well as on the sides, as these Jacksons do. That is to help prevent the tongue from sliding down into the side of the boot. Watch here as my student demonstrates how she ties her skates. Notice how she's doing a great job of using extra lace by going back down her hooks, and then she's going to create a little butterfly with the loops by taking the loops, hooking them around the hooks, and pulling the ends tight. Now to highlight a couple problems I see new skaters having. First, they'll often leave this lower section loose and then tie the top section super tight. This leads to a breakdown in the middle of this skate that really can't be fixed. And that breakdown also leads to this top section up near the tongue loose and not supportive. Another common issue is when people tie their laces around the ankle. This will cut into the ankle in the back, but also prevents the skate from bending properly at the top.
Okay guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you have any questions, of course, you can leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and click that subscribe button.